Go back even a few years ago and there were slim pickings in the 350 horsepower market. There was a choice of either Suzuki or Mercury. But now Honda has entered the fray with an all-new V8 built specifically to push big boats. What's it like? We've jumped on board to find out. Don't go thinking Honda has again dipped into its automotive division to add water wings to a car engine. Nope, this is an all-new 5-litre narrow-angle bent 8 made just for boats. In fact, it's Honda's first ever production V8. While the BF350 is not a car engine modified for use on the water, Honda has borrowed some road-going bits for the BF350. Most notably, it has picked through the parts bin for the Honda NSX hybrid engine supercar. So supercar tech has come to a boat. But what else can the BF350 do? Well, for starters, it can produce a lot more electricity at lower revs. It produces 70 amps at idle, but you can bump that up to more than 90 amps by upping the revs ever so slightly at the push of a button. Other handy features include a quick trim system that can raise the engine fully at the double tap of a button, and a cruise control system that works all the way from idle up to wide open throttle. Now, speaking of wide open throttle, how does this thing perform? Now, Honda had some really clear goals when it set out to build this engine. It had to be easy to use, durable, comfortable, and look classy. Now, we can't really vouch for the durability because it is a new engine, but they seem to have nailed everything else. The Honda BF350 uses Honda's IST digital shift and throttle technology to control the engine from the helm. There is no physical connection, just wires that run to the transom. And while it's not quite supercar technology, there are some other automotive tricks that have been rolled over to this engine. That includes Boost, which improves low-speed torque, and also VTEC, which improves the engine's performance at high speed. It's fairly economical too. On our Parker test boat, we were burning about 127 litres an hour at wide open throttle. Early indications are that this is going to be a cracking addition to the 350 horsepower class, and the best thing about it is the amount of mid-range torque as you roll on the throttle. I just sort of wish it sounded like a V8 though. And could it one day spawn a 400 horsepower version? You'd really like to think so. If Honda was to go a higher performance version of the BF350, it could spawn a 400 horsepower or even a 450. It really could be the start of Honda's hyper performance engine range.